Hi, and welcome. Everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. It's Western Conference against the Eastern Conference here in Minnesota, where the Timberwolves will try to protect home court. Wizards beat them last time when these two teams met in Washington.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And this Timberwolves team, so fun to watch.
I agree. All-star talent on the rise, athleticism, and they can light it up too. Yeah, fun group.
Pass to Teletovic. Here's Wall. And the layup falls.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
Now here's Lillard. His scoring average of 30 points a game speaks volumes about the damage he's capable of doing whenever he gets the hot hand.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Knocks it loose. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And the foul called on Minnesota. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
That one misses. Pass to Teletovic. Lets it go from the wing. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Now here's Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. Second chance shot. Here's Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. Finished off the break.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Pass to Teletovic. From deep, Wall. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And Tom Thibodeau is a demanding coach, Clark. We know that. His teams have responded, though. But sometimes teams can wear down from that style. Does that concern you in Minnesota?
Not really, Kevin. I mean, he's shown that he's got a proven track record for having teams be successful. And with ownership behind him, I think the players will follow his lead. Remember, he's got the dual role as coach and president of operations. Not sure if that is always the best way to go about it, but in this case, with the alignment with ownership, I think it'll work. Boy, I'm surprised he couldn't put that away. I mean, the defense clearly botched an assignment, leaving him open.
A shot by Middleton, wide open. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Lillard from deep three-point land.
Boy, he's holding his team back. Really a hindrance. Can't make a thing. He's way off today. You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
He can't hit that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Now McConnell. Four on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here's Cephalosha. He brings it up for Washington. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Lillard. Down low. And no good. Good work defensively by Carter.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And so Wright nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Carter comes in with the double team. And they pick up 2. Marjanovic has got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
No good from Grant.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
A shot by McConnell, no good.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board. Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now, here's McConnell. No points in the game yet for him. Wright, that's a 2-pointer. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Pass to Cephalosha. From outside the arc, they grab their own miss.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
And plays like that have really taken the energy out of those defenders. I mean, you can bet he's going to continue to keep pushing in that area.
And so it's Washington holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Wizards team out there.
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Yep, pounding away on the boards. I mean, controlling the backboards. It's been a huge difference so far.
And it's Lillard missing.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And DeAndre Jordan, the all-time leader in career field goal percentage, great by a sizable margin.
Yeah, the most prolific dunker in the league, maybe in league history.
Right, left side. Nwaba with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Clark, there was a rules change not too long ago that promoted more help defense, less one-on-one defense. Good or bad?
I like it. Again, there's always going to be a premium on defending one-on-one, but positioning defenders where you can help better and more, I think it's trying to make sure the offensive side doesn't get too much of an advantage where the rules had gone in the past. So I think it's a nice balancing act for the game.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. That's a 2 from Lillard. Again, the Wizards score.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Unloads from 13. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. To the inside. Here's Jordan.
Hey, you know, Kevin, there's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Back to Wright. High arcing shot. Carter. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That is his first foul of the game. Washington leading now by 15. And Lillard gets double teamed. Here's Nwaba. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession.
And just very little chance of that pass finding the target from that distance.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
Here's Washington now. They're on an 11-3 run. Pass to Marjanovic. Takes it off the glass. Marjanovic has got 6.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Well, they're scorching right now. I mean, the defense has to be concerned. Nothing they're doing is stopping this run.
Just 5 to shoot. Back to Wall. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Clark, when you were playing to complement your inside game, you had that wonderful mid-range jumper, but more and more, players are going away from it.
I think it's all driven by analytics, Kevin. I mean, everything is about the three-point shot, efficiency of your possessions, go for 3 when you can or get it to the rim. And that makes sense from a mathematical standpoint. From a game standpoint, though, if a quality shot is a mid-range shot for a good shooter, I think you should take them all the time. I mean, that would just be my posture. So I differ with the analytics. I understand what they say. But if I was coaching, guys get a good mid-range jumper from a quality shooter, we're shooting it every time.
Pass to Middleton. Levine wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And I tell you what, Levine has a nice stroke from distance. He's got excellent lift into a shot motion, and he's got that nice high arcing, soft, kind of butterfly touch.
Marjanovic, no good. Timberwolves trailed by 19 from about 19 feet. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first 3 from the floor. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. 11 points in the game.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Back to Middleton. Here's McGee. The rebound by Marjanovic. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Wizards leading by 21. .139 left to play here in the second quarter.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Pass to Teletovic. There's the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Teletovic has got his first 3 points of the game.
This is how confident Teletovic is. Wastes no time at all in getting his shot off after getting the pass.
Wall's shot is off. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Out to the right wing. To the post. Here's Marjanovic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
Teletovic misses.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Right outside. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Seems like he's in a hurry. He's kind of rushing his shot. Clearly out of rhythm right now. That's a big reason why they're losing.
The Wizards have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's McConnell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
They get the rebound. Sefolosha has the open look. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Washington Wizards in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
Hey, Teletovic is a perfect stretch four. Helps space the floor with his knockdown long-range shooting and knows how to play the game.
Clark, agility is such an important thing for players to have, obviously. When you look at the offensive end, knowing that agility has that upper value, who are some of the more elusive players you see in the game now?
Man, I don't think there's any more elusive player in the game than Steph Curry. I tell you, he's not the most athletic, he's not the fastest, but he is the slipperiest guy to try to keep a handle on. His ball handling, his shot making, his change of pace. I throw Kyrie Irving in there as well, Kemba Walker. Diminutive in size, but boy, is he hard to keep corralled. And Lou Williams, one of my favorites, one of the great scorers, maybe one of the greatest scorers ever, under 6'2" in the league.
Some terrific names there. Middleton on the wing. Pass to McGee. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. To the paint. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Washington controlling the game. Lillard outside. Wall with a block. They get it back. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game. 90 seconds now into the second half.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him. Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Here's McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, and you know, it looks effortless, easy, silky smooth, textbook shooting form. Man, that's nice.
Well, Damian Lillard has never been one to doubt himself, and when he plays, he exudes confidence.
Has a short-term memory, which allows him to keep attacking, even after he's missed a few. And that's the mentality you have to have on offense. He might be as good as any other guard in this game.
From deep, Wall.
You know, Kevin, this team is struggling a bit right now. I mean, I hope he can find his rhythm and start making his shots out there soon. Otherwise, ...
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his third foul of the game. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
Tell you, that is not what they want. A contested jump shot, defense right on it. You need to get a better shot than that.
Jeez, maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Is that what you think?
Absolutely.
Instead, it had the opposite effect. He looked foolish.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's foul number 2 for him. And Washington making a change here. Lillard surveying the D. They get it back. For the 3. That one's not going to go. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Pass to Wright. Over Crabbe. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And they're just playing fast and loose. Sometimes that'll burn you.
You know, can't afford these kinds of mistakes right now, Greg. It's as simple as that. And they're making it hard on themselves.
.152 left to play here in the third. Lillard outside. Carter with the block. They retain possession. And the dunk by Zeller.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Cephalosha. Right for three. Rebounded by Jackson.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
McConnell scanning the floor. Down low. They need this one. Right. Washington with the rebound.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those days. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Sometimes it's just not working for you.
But they'll get another chance.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
Count it, good. Wright's got 10 points.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Lillard from outside. That shot is off. And Minnesota now the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Washington. McConnell with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Wright. That's short off the rim. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Washington. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So it's Washington now. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Nwaba. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Marjanovic. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
And Washington has possession. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. And that'll be his third foul so far. Clark, if you were a general manager, and I think you'd make an outstanding one, during the pre-draft process in particular, a player has declined to work out for you. Would you still consider drafting him?
Yeah, I would consider it. Again, there would be some extenuating circumstances. Why has he declined? What have we seen? Obviously, I'm hopeful that my scouting staff has taken a look at him, and I've seen the kid up close and in person and done my due diligence, so I've got a comfort level with who he is and what he can become. But I don't think the declining of a workout is enough reason to just dismiss a prospect that you like.
The kick out to Wall. Left side, Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, big guards with exceptional athleticism, you see why it's so in vogue, so much the end thing now. Levine thrives in the painted area.
And a wide open look for Zeller. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. They've shared the load offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And here's Wall outside. Drills the three-pointer.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
a smart, decisive pass inside there. He really made it easy for his teammate.
You know, every coach talks about playing team basketball, Clark. When it comes to the fans, they really come out to see the stars. What do you think is the psychology behind that?
Well, I think fans enjoy elite players and great talent across any sport. But they also recognize that team play is critical to winning. So I think it's a combination. Fans, I think we've got to give them a little more credit. Sure, they want to see the stars play, but they want to win, and they know to win, teams have to be about team basketball, not just highlighting and enjoying the stars.
Marjanovic down low. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Guys, he has been a major factor, big time, outstanding at getting quality looks and knocking them down.
Pass to Teletovic. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
No one near Teletovic as he lets it go. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the layup. Teletovic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Teletovic has great touch inside, a skilled scorer near the basket.
They get it again. Here's Marjanovic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Wizards.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Unable to get that one.
And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
There's 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And hate to make a mistake there, have to stay focused.
Greg, I think they're just giving the game to him at this point. Can't make those kinds of errors.
In the corner, Cephalosha with it. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Wizards.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And playing this team only twice on the year, you have to feel good about their strategy and execution. Tonight they complete the season series sweep against the Timberwolves.
And the shot goes down.
Excellent awareness there, zipping the ball over to the perfect spot to score.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
And, you know, this is what's needed at this point in the game, Greg. The great teams know how to close it out.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A-plus defense.
The three-pointer is right on target.
And Teletovic fills it up quickly. A capable scorer, a deadly shooter.
Here's Lillard.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Here's Carter. Tries again. It's off. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight.
He made me hot, hard work took me to the top. Cheat ass took me to the lot. He wrote a check and bought a drop. I got the internet.